Good afternoon and welcome to the kickoff webinar for Decision 3B, Progress Monitoring and Intervention. My name is Melissa Lautenschlager and I am the Director of Instructional Materials and Implementation here at the Texas Education Agency. We're going to spend today taking time to go through some next steps for the TCLAS awards. I'll be doing a deep dive of Decision 3B and discuss with you some next steps for your award and acceptance and entry into eGrants. To get us started, I just want to talk a little bit about what has happened so far with TCLAS. So last week, you were able to complete the award confirmation survey and recommit it to the program assurances that for all the awards that you received supports. And those were sent in very quickly. So really appreciate your time and making sure to get that done and sent back to us. Today, we are starting the onboarding where you're attending the mandatory kickoff. And you will then have some additional onboarding that we'll send as follow-ups in the next few weeks to make sure that you're able to take care of this particular award. So jumping in a little bit to what is happening over the next few weeks. Just a real quick glance at the calendar. And so there are many webinars scheduled for this week and next to make sure that you're able to learn more about each of the awards and what steps you need to take for those that you're accepting. We're here today just talking about Decision 3B, but there is more opportunities to take a look at the other decisions that you may have been awarded. I also want to mention that on Friday, there is the eGrants kickoff meeting, and then following up on some additional Fridays through October, we'll have eGrants office hours so that you're able to ask the questions you need to complete your eGrants that are due at the end of October on the 29th. Just a quick overview here for how to sign up for your eGrants, but you also can see that on our main TCLAS page of the TEA website. To jump into Decision 3B for Progress Monitoring and Intervention, I first want to remind you a little bit about this particular decision. And so this was an opportunity for you to request supports funding in the form of a grant for progress monitoring and intervention tools. So progress monitoring tools are really those supplemental products that support the monitoring of student and or teacher performance and really help to hone in and diagnose what students may need some additional supports with. Types of products can include interim assessments, diagnostics, or screeners that you might have listed in that case. And then the intervention tools are really focused for Tier 2 and Tier 3 instruction. So they should be aligned to your products that you're using in your core instruction, your Tier 1 products, but they are used outside of that time. These tools may include data analysis, recommended class groupings, and targeted intervention lessons. So I'm really going to jump into what types of programs were awarded through this particular decision. So the big things that you needed to know is that approved products had to align with core high quality instructional materials, Tier 1 approved products, and they were supporting strong foundations. So we were able to fund particular products in this area. So as part of TCLAS, you were able to request progress monitoring and intervention tools. There was no state approved list for this decision point. However, TEA provided guidance that it would prioritize products aligned to core Tier 1 high quality instructional materials as approved as part of Decision 2. based on the overall demand for TCLAS funding, there was limited funds available to award LEAs with progress monitoring tools. Therefore, TA was only able to award LEAs requesting supplemental products that aligned to the core products in Decision 2, the approved list, that were not already freely available. And I'll be talking about those shortly. This allowed the agency to support LEAs in strengthening existing learning acceleration strategies across TCLAS decisions and building coherent systems aligned to Tier 1 instruction. It also allows the agency to help to negotiate stronger rates with vendors and managing existing vendors towards outcomes. So as you look at the diagram here, I'm really specifically going to jump into the products that were approved. And we're going to focus on these 3 main products that you requested: M-Class Texas, Amplify Reading, and M-Class Intervention Tools. So to talk a little bit more about those, Amplify Reading is available for grades K through 8. It is a personalized learning program for these grade levels. It includes captivating storylines to engage students and support students in learning fluency and close reading skills. This is a digital program that is intended to accelerate learning growth. And the call out I want to bring to your attention here is that this is available for LEAs to purchase with their TCLAS funds. Amplify Reading 3.5 is not already freely available, and so you could use your funds to purchase that. Currently, what is free through TEA is Amplify Reading K2 and Amplify Reading 6.8. You could, though, use those funds to help when the license for these 2 products expires. So you could use your funds allocated to purchase Amplify Reading K2 beyond the expiration date of August 22. And then similarly for 6.8 when it expires in August of 2023. The second product or second 2 products are really the M-Class products. And so M-Class Texas is actually a benchmark and progress monitoring tool. This helps to identify students' intervention needs. So what specifically does each student need in support in their Tier 2 and Tier 3 instruction? It connects students' results with key lessons and creates a personalized path with Amplify Reading. So you can use this in combination with those products. So what is available for LEAs to purchase with TCLAS grant funds? We already have K2 for M-Class, but there is M-Class 3.6, and that is, you could choose to use your grant funds to purchase to have that progress monitoring tool. And then in addition, there is M-Class Intervention, which provides those additional lessons and supports for use with your Tier 1 Amplify product. Again, we currently have M-Class K2 through TEA license, but it does expire in June of 2023. So you could use your grant funds to extend that beyond that time. Those were the main products that were awarded in this area and that you can use your funds for. So I want to just name some next steps for these supports. LEAs will be able to identify the product and grade levels needed, and then you will submit a request for product purchase with the vendor. We'll be sending out an order form soon where you will request those products. The reason why we're doing that is so that we can ensure that you're not trying to purchase something that's already freely available, and that combination with any additional supports through tutoring. After your product has been approved for purchase, you're going to contract with the vendor directly to purchase products and obtain access. And we'll be helping to support your access to that vendor and setting up and purchasing directly through them with the grant funds you were awarded. Some closing and next steps just to share with you for your TCLAS awards. We want to acknowledge that this support is a heavy lift and intended to have a large impact. However, the support is designed to have a specific lasting impact on learning acceleration, but it does require a significant amount of time and effort from you and your staff. If after watching this webinar or any of the other webinars, you do not believe that your LEA can fully commit to the requirements or the assurances, you can reach out to the TCLAS team and we will be able to assist you in either in being able to decline the award if you feel like this is not what you want to accept at this time, but you'll have that opportunity to do so. Other next steps is we'll be sending out some additional information soon for you to be able to request which products you're interested in and then be able to work directly with the vendor. And then you'll need to complete your eGrant applications to receive your notice of grant agreement or NOGA. And then throughout this time, the rest of this month and into October, we will have office hours on Fridays to support you with that eGrants application process. So please take a look at the website that we have and on TCLAS on our TEA website, and you should be able to get the links to those registrations. I want to thank you for your time today and let you know that if you have any TCLAS related questions, you may email the TCLAS at tea.texas.gov. If you have specific questions regarding decision point 3B, you can email me directly at melissa.lautenschlager@tea.texas.gov, and we'll work to get those your answers quickly to you so that you can make the decisions you need for your district. I really appreciate your time today, and please reach out if you have any questions or need any additional support.